Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we've got campfire stories, something a little different. It's a different segment, and today we're going to talk about some epic fails that we've had in the past. So these epic fails have happened about a few months ago, so yeah, check it out. Okay, so epic fail number one, lost shark tags. What happened was I had a phone call from one of my colleagues down south from one of the universities, and he's a shark scientist, and apparently they lost a shark tag. So he called me. It's within the vicinity of the area, probably about 30 nautical miles north from here, near Rockhampton. Anyway, he asked me if I could go down and check it out, see if I could find it. So I called Ryan and the kids and we went on a bit of an adventure. So we went up the Narrows, which is a nice little passage of mangroves, quite treacherous for a lot of people that don't know where they're going. But anyway, it's between Curtis Island and the mainland, and it goes all the way up to Rockhampton. We motored all the way up there and we had a really good look, but it was a lot harder than expected. What happened was those GPS coordinates that my colleague gave me, apparently there was an error of about 500 meters. So yeah, pretty hard. It was a needle in a haystack. Nevertheless, we were fighting the tides and we went for a bit of a look. Well, actually we went for a lot of a look. We saw some cool things at the time, and yeah, I'll roll on some clips.
Hey man, we're trying to find a shark tag. Yeah, we're finding a shark tag. And we're trying to find a dead shark. If we don't find the shark tag.
Alright Ryan, do you want to show them what it looks like?
Well, as you can see it looks something like this.
Aha! Very good.
It's about this big. So we're actually here, as you can see.
Right on this point here.
On this point.
Very good.
We've anchored offshore. We're going to run the anchor out to the beach. And there's another picture of where we are. We're just in this little bay area here, but
near Mackenzie's Island.
Mackenzie's Island. We could very well be finding it within 100 meters of this area here.
That's what we're hoping. Hey guys,
yes.
We've got the best search and discovery, search and rescue operators right here in central Queensland.
Yeah, man.
So you walk forward and watch the arrow go towards the straight. So keep going forward, guys. Oh yeah. Looks like there's a bit of a creek bed here, so it might have come up through here with the king tide. So we're on the mark now, 1 meter, yep. So I think what has happened is it's probably on the other side of the dunes. So we're going to walk up that way, over the dunes, and hopefully it's washed up from the ocean. So we'll see how we go.
No. We might be buried in the sand, or it might be.
It might be.
I got this feeling like it's starting now, starting now. I feel adventurous with you. And there is nothing that can hold us back, hold us back. We can do what we want to do. 'Cause we got all the time in the world. For better or worse, we should stay together. So let's stay young and in love. We should focus on us forever. Yeah, baby, if you are feeling like I do, we could run away across the ocean. Baby, what you say? We can leave today. Anywhere we'll go, we'll be alright. It's all about you. It's all about you. It's all about you. It's all about you.
you go guys, epic fail number 1, lost shark tag. We never managed to find it, but we had an adventure nevertheless. Epic fail number 2, 4-wheel drive mission. So a couple of months ago we organised a little 4-wheel drive trip out the back of central Queensland. So there were four convoy cars, and yeah, we just went for a bit of a drive. We went to some uncharted territory. The tracks hadn't been used in a long time, which was great, so there was a lot of cool adventures going on there. Anyway, there were a few mud puddles, it rained a little bit, and obviously the 4-wheel drives, they all went through quite well, but we had one in the convoy who had an all-wheel drive, so he tried to go through the mud puddle, but unfortunately he did not make it, and so he called me up on the radio, and so then we had to go back and rescue him. It was a bit of a mission. He'd lost his front bumper bar and a little bit of his rear. He didn't have any recovery points, unfortunately, so what we had to do was I had to drive from the back and actually take the tongue off the tow bar. So if you're a newbie to 4-wheel driving, don't ever recover anyone with the tow ball intact, because the shear force will actually break it right off and it'll be a projectile. What we did is we took the actual tongue off, and we put the tree strap in between where the pin is supposed to be. A lot safer that way. And yeah, we managed to pull him back out to have a second go, and obviously being an all-wheel drive, he still had a lot of problems, so we got the Max Tracks out and eventually he just managed to get out, so that was cool. Good little mission. It was again an epic fail on his behalf. Epic fail number 3, lost crab pots. So a few months back, my next door neighbour and I, we decided to go for a little crabbing adventure. So we went up the creek. It was really high tide. It was almost like a spring tide, so the water pushed right up to the top of the creeks. So we ended up going and we put 3 pots out. The first pot, we went to pull it up, and what happened was the rope come loose, and as we were pulling it up, we saw the crab pot just sink back all the way down to the bottom, so had to make a mental note so that we could come back and get it later. The second crab pot, we managed to get up. There was no problem with it. And the third crab pot, unfortunately, because the current started really going hard, we couldn't actually reach the float line. It was underwater, so had to call it a day. Went back to home, and I got my snorkel gear, come back, and I duck dived for the first one, managed to find it, so that was a good bonus. Then the last one, I managed to duck dive down, grab the rope, and then pull it up. And fortunately, there was actually a really cool big male crab, so we managed to cook that one up. So I'll roll over some clips now on how to cook a mud crab. Alright guys, so we got a mangrove crab this morning. We went out with my little boy and my next door neighbour, and I'm just going to show you how to cook a chili crab. An ice brick just slows them down a little bit and you can handle them a little bit easier. You're not going to get your fingers cut off. There you go, it's a nice big buck, as you can see. So the most humane way to kill one of these is to actually go through the V-notch over here, go in through there, just throw the knife right into its skull, give it a bit of a twist like that, and that's the most humane, quickest way to get rid of a mangrove crab. So you can see he's pretty much gone. Just make sure he got him good right in there. So essentially you're pithing him. There you go. So we're just going to clean the crab now. What we're going to do is we're going to grab it, try to rip its insides out. So the way to shell it is basically you get your fingers right in there and just crack its shell like that. There you go. So you've got two pieces. You got the branchial chambers over here, which is all the gills. We've got to get rid of all this part, all the guts and intestines. So if you're actually in the ocean or in the creek, it's best to do it with salt water, but if you've got no salt water, I guess we'll just do it in the fresh water. So I'll just quickly clean these off. Alright guys, so your crab's nice and clean. We've cut it in half. We're just going to break these bits as well. There we go. Break the claws. Nice and easy. Just watch out for these sharp bits. They're quite sharp. Give you a nasty cut. Anyway, so you want the juices to get into it. So what you got to do is you just got to break the biggest shell bits. So these bits here. Just give them a good crack. Just with the butter, yeah. There we go. Both sides. Good to go. There you go. What we have, because we only got one crab, one onion, one capsicum, coconut cream, bit of chili sauce, oil, salt and pepper. So there you go, nice and simple. I'm just going to chop the onions up first. Like so, just dice them up, nice and fine, like so. You can be rustic if you want it to. There we go. Capsicum. Just into strips. And I apologise for the audio, it is a little bit windy out here. Alright, we're just going to start the fire. Bit of olive oil. Just let that warm up a bit. Alright, so once you get the pan nice and hot, we add the onions and the capsicum. Just add them straight in. A little bit of seasoning, salt, pepper. Give it a mix. Alright, now that the onions and the capsicum are browning up, we're going to add the crab in there. just let it start warming up. So, and we're going to give that a few minutes. There you go, beautiful. That's looking amazing already. There you go. Alright, so when it's been going for a little bit, just give them a bit of a turn. Like so. You can see it's starting to orange up. Alright, so that crab's been going for about 5 minutes. It's been cooking for about 5 minutes. It's starting to orange up nicely. We're going to add the sweet chili sauce in. So a good moderate amount. If you really like your chili sauce. Like so. If you're not a big fan of chili sauce, you can always add Domio sauce, a tomato based sauce, so that'll work just fine as well. Once you've done that, add the coconut cream. Like so. And then just give it all a good stir. There we go. That looks really good. And as the coconut cream boils, give it about 10-15 minutes and it should be ready by then. Alright guys, so this crab's starting to bubble away now, which is good. So just make sure to just keep turning the crab around so it's cooked on every part, all the legs, the meat inside. Just keep turning it around. That's looking really good. Alright guys, so it's been going for about 15 minutes. It's just about ready, it's nice and orange. It's all breaking up, it's beautifully cooked. So time to plate up. Grab some of this lovely sauce, grab a beer and enjoy it. Alright guys, I hope you like this little segment, chili crab. So hopefully if you can nail one of these crabs, you can make a nice chili crab. So there you go. Alright guys, as always, thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you in the next one.